Hi, welcome to Real Estate Advice Ask Dad. Recently I shared 5 steps to home buying. Right now I'd like to focus on one of the steps, the second step in the process, which is determining what you need. It's not a very hard thing to sit down and think, well, I want to move and I'd like a bigger place. But what you really have to focus on is how much space will I need, how many bedrooms will I need, how many bathrooms will I need. And the third factor you have is where would I like it to be? Now, of course, the amount of money you have to spend is going to dictate some of these things. It's going to limit maybe what you can actually get. But that doesn't preclude you from making a list of what you need. Because I'll be honest with you, as much as I'd love to sell you a home, if you can't find a home that meets your needs, stay where you are. It's not time to buy. And if it's not your time now, wait. Your time will come. But if it is your time and you can't afford the amount of space that you need, well, how do you determine what is important? A lot of people move into a townhome or a condo from an apartment situation, or maybe you've lived on dorm or with your parents, and right away you're thinking, well, gee, if I can get a 1 bedroom with a den, I'll be fine. I'd like to caution you, although the price point will be low for that, understand that when you go to sell, the price point will be low then too. Anytime you're moving, you have to think about how will the property I'm moving into resell, even with your first home. So I encourage my clients, always take a look at 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. The 2 bath scenario may seem like a lot if you're living alone, but if a situation comes up and you have to rent out that extra room, or you have a guest come and you want them to share some time with you for a week or so, maybe your mom, dad, someone comes in, it's very nice to have 2 bathrooms. In the future, when you go to resell, 2 bathrooms will make your home much more desirable than something that has 1 bathroom. Now, what are you looking at when you're talking about needs? You got bedrooms, you have bathrooms out of the way, but let's talk about the biggest thing that you need. You need a home that will be accessible to work. Commuting time is the biggest factor that impacts people in the Washington, D.C. area. How much time you spend on the road going to work in the morning and coming home at night. God forbid it snows, rains, or there's an accident, or metro bogs down. So many things come up that extend your commuting time. You want to find a home that gives you a reasonable commute in normal situations. So where you live and where you work have to be connected. Now, I always tell my clients, let's sit down and look at it because I've lived here all my life. Let's look at alternative routes. Let's find areas that have more than one way to get from A to B. That's something that's very important to deal with. And when you're talking about needs, you need to be able to get home, you need to be able to get to work, but you need to be able to do so in a timely fashion so you can enjoy home when you get there. In the future, we'll talk about the other things in 5 steps to buying home, but for now, my name's John MacArthur. If you have any questions, call me, 301-509-5111. I'd like for you to experience the difference.